big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Shotgun now for Bortles. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. Throwing on first down is Bortles. And this one is incomplete. Niles Paul, the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Again, it's Bortles. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. A very solid gain of 27. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. Steps away to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Bortles going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it and run time, and he picks up a 1st down.
Bortles now on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he slides to avoid the hit. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Second and goal from inside the 5.
Bunch right.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. T.J. Yeldon taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Against the Falcons, by the way, Jay Ajayi, 62 yards, 2 touchdowns in that opening night win.
Well, that's why they went out and acquired him from Miami last year about mid-season. He gives them a heck of a burst, can catch the ball out of the backfield, and he will be their full-time lead back in Philly. They'll use 3, but when they want the big yards, the crucial yards, Jay Ajayi will be touching the football.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. Going up top. And it's knocked away and incomplete. A.J. Bouye, the fine quarterback, there to make the play defensively. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4th.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They do go for it. It's Wentz. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and that will force a turnover on downs. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. Now Bortles. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Brandon Graham in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags. From the gun, it's Bortles. Buying time to his left. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. And Lambeau will put this one through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their history. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The defending champion Eagles coming back out here on offense. Well, what was your takeaway from them on opening night? They got the 18-12 win. What do you see as you look at their schedule these next few weeks?
Yeah, my first takeaway was that they found a way to win ugly on a night filled with emotion, right, where you unveil the Super Bowl banner and you know everyone's going to come at you with full emotion themselves. They weathered the storm and got a win. But with the schedule coming up, I see games that they should win. Tampa Bay, Indianapolis, and Tennessee. And that sets up a big home date with the Minnesota Vikings, a repeat of the NFC title game.
And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Calais Campbell in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. Got some room at the 30. And complete to Zach Ertz. And all the way up to the 46. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Wentz to throw again. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And he's brought down. 16 yards to the 16 and a 1st down. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Miles Jack coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Wentz. Ertz over the middle. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, an 11-yard touchdown. There the Eagles are back within a score. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Jaguars getting set to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Throwing his Bortles. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox able to swamp him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Lucy.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. Forced out to his left. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Bunch right. Hank.
Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. And he is going to be hit and taken down. Bortles sacked. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Ertz has it left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. The Eagles hustling to the line, clock rolling.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now Wentz. This complete left side to Aguilar. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Wentz now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Wentz escaping the pressure right. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jay Ajayi in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Lucy.
On first down, Bortles. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back up?
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to...
And the pressure gets to him again. Miles Jack in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
Now that's the way to start the second half. Back-to-back sacks. Whatever the halftime speech was, I hope they recorded it.
On third and long, it's Wentz. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The Eagles send out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Well, partner, of all the great things that we saw in week 1, unfortunately there was some bad. Quite a few injuries, and the toughest one, Delaney Walker with that knee injury. He's gone for the year.
Yeah, and that's really, really difficult for the Tennessee Titans to absorb because in a lot of ways, he's their number 1 target. He may play tight end, but he was the security blanket for Marcus Mariota. He'll be gone for the year. Greg Olsen with the Carolina Panthers, he left the game in a walking boot, but an injury of the same foot that was surgically repaired last year. And then there's some other injuries like Leonard Fournette with Jacksonville, Marquise Goodwin with San Francisco, Deshaun Jackson with Tampa Bay, Doug Baldwin with Seattle, and don't forget Keanu Neal with the Atlanta Falcons. He got hurt.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Mills. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Drops it off to Ajayi. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. This is Ajayi. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1.
Come on now, let's go. Back.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Ajayi. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
2nd and goal from the 1. They come out here in the eye. It's a sneak. It's Wentz. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Carson Wentz, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Cole. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
9, Lucy. Lucy.
Bortles now on first down. This is Yeldon on the dump off. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the third quarter. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Green 80. 11. Green 80. Green 80.
Again, it's Bortles. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Bortles now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Green 80. Move. Green 80.
Bortles to throw once more. He goes underneath for Yeldon. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Pass incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Green 80. So right. 11.
Now Bortles again. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
11.
Again, they'll throw with Bortles. And he is going to be hit and taken down. Bortles sacked. Jordan Hicks coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
11. Green 80. Hank. 11B.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
So right. Green 80. So right.
Bortles going to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
81.
Play action. Now Wentz. They'll roll him out right. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. They go play action here on 1st down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Dante Fowler in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Wentz gonna throw. Finding some room at midfield. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 23 yards on the play. Wentz now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. To throw, it's Wentz. Completes it to Aguilar. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Nelson Aguilar with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Elliott now to add the extra point. Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it?
Thicker the pie, thicker the bag. Beat them a bite, now lacing no beamer. I'm Brian O'Connor, driving it fast. They were just hating cause they in the way, and the way I've been made it. The is mad. Man in them baggins, I'm all in my bag. Well, I ain't holding around. Just a little Merlin, out the cutie. Now I don't give a. Tell me why I would on the rose bar couch in my bag. Bands in my denim. In my denim, she was trying to for it out. She don't give a. She was in her bag, Fendi and some lane. Asked for a burger, watch in the front seat of the fouled out J. We living so wild like Nas. When she was on vacation, we was on roll like tires. Where we gon' that? I'm in my bag like I'm in my bag, Mike. I'm really just running for money. I'm Love Flow Joe chasing the check. I'm really gon' run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. I'm really just running for money. money. I'm love flow, Joe chasing the check. I'm really gonna run up the money. I'm Carlos, really running the best. Car moving through these Ubers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Car moving through these Ubers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Bigger the bag, bigger the beef, bigger the problem, bigger the be one of the all in the same. Broke at the end of the month, flow Joe, kill mo, run it up, keep clean. Never let them touch, fits like temper tantrums. Girl, come back that up, all in the club, and bring all your girlfriends. Girl hopping up about a Pearl 6, Louis speed bag glued to her wrist. She was getting paid, she ain't think a thing, but she was thinking slay. We blade thicker than a snicker bag. Talking about she don't come with no baggage. All in her bag, I probably should. I'm really just running for money. I'm love flow, Joe chasing the check. I'm really gonna run up the money.